Maybe I'm coping, but this one doesn't really feel like it requires a raid plan. So we're just gonna walk through the entire fight. Uh, White frontals, tank only. Green frontals are the rest of the raid team. These tornadoes that spawn are pretty sneaky with how they spawn because just like they're difficult to see until they get full size, and once they're full size is when they're actually leaving the boss. So be aware of that. Happens sometime during the tank frontal. It's random. Only soak one of these at a time. There's already a raid plan from our normal for how we're doing these. You'll be split into a group one or group two, left foot, right foot situation. Venomous Surge. These are the bombs that are going to go on two people. Have to go to three markers that we'll call. When those go out, tanks, you're going to move the boss to the center of the room so that we can do these wins. So we will not stay at the outside of the room for these wins. We need to move to the center. Find a partner. Don't be lazy about it. Ideally, you find a partner um, very quickly, and it all makes sense. But ideally, we have very limited what just had to happen there. The other thing I want to point to out about these two, which you'll probably be a better point of view when we see it done correctly, is you're very likely to hit these tornadoes uh, in that because you just won't have a good way of controlling your character, right? So these tornadoes are absolutely dangerous. It's the number one way you can die on this fight is getting hit by these tornadoes. It is a poison dispel if you get hit. So if you are a poison dispel person, make sure you use it. So yeah, back we're gonna get another set of bombs. They're gonna put it at the last location, and then our last location is always going to be where the boss just was. So since the boss was at Skull here, we're just going to put the fourth bomb that we don't need right at Skull because that's where the boss just was. That way it's just simple. Wins, boss goes to center of the room. Yep, and then we just do these. Do your best to find a partner. Avoid tornadoes as best you can. And then we're going to go to intermission. This is a little bit of a damage amp during this. And Crimmy will likely be our bomb popper person for all of these. Do the wins as they're called. And yeah. We will pop the fourth bomb after the wins are done, about 5 seconds after. And then we just go back and do the entire fight again. Again, nothing too difficult. It's a lot of repeating the same thing over and over again. There's definitely some things that can get you killed. The number one, again, are these tornadoes and getting hit by them. Um, that dispel has to happen whenever those mistakes occur. And then the other things that can happen is these markers will be intentionally placed for the bombs to be put on them. Do not put the bombs all the way on the edge. It can cause bad things to occur. And then try to stay face up with the bombs when we watch the next intermission as best as you can. So that way you don't get launched into the next bomb that we have to use. That cascading effect, there is no way to survive it. We will just die. So do not accidentally pop. Do these wins. Again, this guy's just flying across the entire room because the shaman, who's okay. Another set of tank frontals. Another set of tornadoes coming out during this as well. Last two bombs. One bomb should have stayed where the boss just was, unless they made a mistake. Yep, okay, move back to Skull now. Yep. We do another set of wins. Standing in these puddles does like 30k damage, and you can see like getting hit by these tornadoes is incredibly deadly as well. So he's get hits by one tornado, gets hit by two, and he's dead, right? So these wins and the movement of it all is incredibly important. So make sure we spread correctly and whatnot. If you have to stay in a green puddle, stay in a green puddle. It's kind of what I'm trying to say. Again, make sure you get hit up face on. Crimmy, I think the earlier you hit the bomb, the better too. That way we don't have any accidental shot left, shot right, accidentally bopping a bomb. So, but yeah, that's the entire fight. So these damage amps, they occur at pretty not ideal parts for CDs. The first one lasts from like 150 to 215. The second one is about 410 to 430 or so, something like that. And then a lot of groups are killing the boss before the third wins happen now too. So, all right, that's it, guys. Bye.